Hey there, hope everybody's doing well today. Boy, I want to talk about challenges in retirement. There are a multitude of challenges that come along when you retire. If you're thinking that you're going to retire from your job and then everything is going to be all hunky-dory, well, let me tell you, that's wrong. I've said, I think previously, that I feel like retirement's just like a new chapter in your life, and life goes on, and there's challenges that come along with life that you're still going to experience even when you retire. I'm going to list for you three different ways that, three different challenges, I guess I should say, that you can expect to experience in retirement. Challenge number one, health. Boy, your health becomes so important, especially later in life, and taking care of your health. And you find that, your body tends to break down when you get older, right? So those health challenges can come along in all different types and forms. But it's something where you can expect to be spending more time dealing with health challenges, more money, dealing with health challenges. And it's just something that earlier in life, most of us are, fairly healthy. Some of us, have a few health challenges along the way, or maybe a little bit earlier in life that kind of clues us in. But for many of us, we're relatively healthy during our working years. And then when you start getting into your 50s and 60s and beyond, well, those health issues can come along pretty quickly. So that's just something you gotta be aware of. That plan to deal with, spend more time, in doctors' offices and scheduling visits and perhaps procedures if you're unlucky enough. But otherwise, and that includes spending time on proactive things for your health, right? So that includes exercising, trying to do a better job of eating right. And so you can really extend your health because you want your health span to try to match up with your lifespan and not have all those years of chronic health issues that really weigh you down later in life and, cause issues with mobility or cognitive declines, all those type of things that would certainly limit your ability to enjoy and do those things that you would like to do in retirement. So health challenges for sure. I will say that, secondly, plan to spend more time on your finances. It's just an unfortunate fact that when you're no longer employed in a full-time job, you have to spend more time just tracking and watching over and learning about finances. And maybe that's part of the reason that you're watching this video and subscribe to this channel, and perhaps others. And maybe there's been books that you've read or spent a lot of time on the internet trying to understand what finances will look like for you. But when you retire, you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention to how much you're spending, those expenses, and make sure that you stay within a healthy margin. You got to pay attention to investments and make sure that your portfolio is performing how you expect, and then be willing to perhaps make some adjustments. If we have a bear market and you're getting 100% of your income from investments, then, well, you might just need to be flexible and make some changes and adjustments as the market makes changes. I guess for a portion of you, you don't want to deal with finances and you would prefer to offload that to someone to take care of that for you. So I suppose you might go out and find a financial advisor who also will manage your money and kind of just take over your finances and your financial situation and tell you how much you can spend, and make sure that your money is managed appropriately. And if you don't feel like you can do it yourself, or you really don't want to have to fiddle with it, I suppose that's one way, but those come with costs. So you definitely want to count the costs and make sure you understand if you do go ahead and offload your finances to someone to take care of it for you, that you understand all those fees and exactly how much you're paying per year for that management of your financial life. And don't ever forget that no one cares more about your money than you. So, like, just a word of warning. And I have friends and actually family members who have chosen to go that route, and they're willing to pay the costs to feel good about having a professional take care of their finances and guide them, to let them know, when they can retire, when they should take Social Security, and how much they can spend each month, and any adjustments that need to come along the way. So just something to be aware of. Just plan to spend more time on your finances. If not, plan to spend more money on your financial situation to have someone else do it for you. So either of those two. And then number 3, socializing. When you're working at your job and you're seeing folks, every day, most days of the week, then you kind of have that built-in social network of coworkers, colleagues, people that you just get to have that social interaction with every day. Or maybe if it's dealing with clients, same sort of situation. And when you retire or quit that full-time job, all of a sudden you don't get that built-in social network anymore. So plan to spend some time and perhaps some money even to be intentional about socialization and what that looks like for you in your particular situation. Whether it's maybe you get to spend more time with people at your local place of worship. If you attend church, it could be that if you're part of a golf club, maybe you spend more time meeting people and finding people to hang out with and golfing, or whatever type of hobby you have. Maybe pickleball, as I understand, it's pretty popular. So you might be finding some friends who enjoy pickleball, or just cards and board games, or someone that's you can go out to lunch with or go out to dinner with every so often and catch up. So that can be difficult in retirement, and it's not something that's just going to be easy peasy, especially if you're an introvert like I am and my wife. We're both introverts, so it's kind of difficult for us just to go into a group of strangers we've never met before and be very comfortable. So just be prepared for that. And I will just say again, just because you retire and you stop your full-time employment doesn't mean life stops. It just means it's a new chapter, and life happens, whether you're working or not. And I will say I've got plenty of these things I mentioned going on, from health issues to my internet has gone out for me unexpectedly twice in my house in the last week and a half, which kind of disrupts my day. And I wanted to record videos and edit and upload, or just do research online. That's a real inconvenience. As it turns out, I've got a 0-turn mower that's been in the shop for 32 days now, and all of a sudden I have a field with grass that's up to my shoulder that is just completely out of control, and there's nothing I can do about it until I get that 0-turn back. So yeah, life happens, right? This is all just life things, and we're all going to experience life even when we stop our full-time employment. So I will say retirement doesn't magically take away all of life's problems. But I will say that when you quit and resign or retire from your full-time job, all your work-related problems do magically go away. So I can faithfully testify to that fact. Yes, all my work-related problems did magically go away when I retired at the end of last year. By the way, my name is Walter, and this channel exists for those interested in a perspective on early retirement or retirement planning, or just wanting to live a life of financial independence and freedom. If you enjoyed this video, I kindly ask that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Did I hit the mark here with challenges people face in retirement, or do you have other thoughts or ideas? I'd be interested. Please leave a comment below. Okay, that's it for today. Hope everybody takes care, has a good day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye now.